Welcome to Business Strength Mastery. I'm Dean Maiden and I've been in the fitness industry now for over 15 years, both owning a gym and online coaching. I'm dedicating time every single week to help strength coaches like you build profit, performance, and freedom. This is your roadmap to breaking down the barriers, building the business that you deserve, and living your dream life. If you find value here, now please support the channel, subscribe, like, comment, and even share to somebody that needs to hear this. And if I can help you in any way, just message me. I'm only a DM away. But for now, let's get started. So welcome to this episode where I'm going to be explaining the breakdown of how to set your goals within your business to get you to consistent 5 to 7K months. I'm in a very fortunate position to be able to, teach you this stuff and help people at a bigger scale to be able to change their lives and design the life that they want in regards to the outcome. Now, I speak to so many coaches that are overworked, feel like they work for somebody else. And the stuff that I give out is really going to change your life. That has changed mine from when I was driving towards earning as much as I could, but I was struggling to balance the life. But if you put these aspects into practice and really start to, treat your business like a professional, then you will see a completely different side to business. Again, there are so many people that are stressed, that are working every single hour, and it's okay for a short period until all of a sudden you drop off. So I want to tell you as many different things that I can to help you implement. And I'm going to walk you through this system here. It's super simple. There's the ability to download this as well. So just click on the link and download it. If the link isn't in and around here, then just drop me a DM and I can send you this exact worksheet. So let's get into this and understand exactly what this is. First of all, when you start a business, it is vital that you understand the vision of where you want to go, how you're going to get there. Number one is to focus on what you want as an overall vision and as a end goal. The end goal is not really going to be an end goal, but for now's focus. And then you want to work backwards from that and understand everything you need to put in place to be able to achieve steps towards that goal. A lot of people get overwhelmed when they think how far behind they are, and I say behind because a lot of people think they're behind, but actually you're not behind because you've never been further forward, right? You need to understand what the weak areas are within your business, and then you need to understand the things you need to do right now, action points to be able to step into the position you need to be able to develop further. So look at this as a bit of everything. This exact drill here, I'll walk you through it and I'll set mine as we go. Ultimately, you want to be able to set your vision first, and that is why the first thing we focus on is the vision. Now, the question here, and again, do this with me, grab a pen and paper and actually think about this and work through it. But with your vision, you need to look at initially your future self. When you think about where you want to be, vision what that looks like to you, and then we want to write a statement of your future self. So for example, I'm going to do this as a coach, right? So I am Dean Maiden. Now, it might sound weird why I would write that, but I want you to write this as well because it's a statement. This wants to be a future self current statement. So you want to think as if you are in that moment yourself right now, what would it look like and what would you look at stating has happened? Try not to look too much into materials here, like I have this car, I have that car, house, whatever it may be, right? Look at actually the emotions and feelings of who you are and what you've achieved at that point. I am Dean Maiden. I coach 20 hours per week and go on holiday 1 week every month. I'm completely making this up, but I'll explain exactly why I've built it this way. My kids love my balance of work and social. This really could be whatever you want to put, right? But I want you to think about, again, what your future self is going to state as something that's happened and the place you're in. Like this for me here is, and again, I'm throwing random bits out here, but I coach 20 hours per week. So it's not about the money, it's about the time I spend on this. And that is something that I would say that you want to focus on. There are so many people that say they want, let's say 50 clients. If 50 clients you charge low money for, your time for income is not balanced and you won't ever feel like you're running a successful business. Look at it as the time you spend, the lifestyle you live off the back of it. So as you can see, I've stated here that it's 20 hours per week, and then I go on holiday 1 week every month. Might sound a little bit extreme, that it doesn't have to be a broad holiday, but the point is here, if I was online coaching, I could work from anywhere. So actually that would be a great thing to do. To be able to afford to do that clearly shows that I have good income. Probably contradicts a little bit, as I've said, my kids like the balance. Going on, on holiday once a month might not be able to be possible. But again, I'm just giving you ideas and reasons behind the difference with each part of it. The next part down then, and as well with that, before we move on, make sure you think about this and pause the video for a second if you're doing it now and actually think about what you want to achieve and where you want to go at that point. The next part here then is what do you need to let go of before you can be the future you? Now think about it like this. A lot of people, when they take things on, it feels like more stuff, more stress, more things to do. And if you're in a position where you're feeling overwhelmed, adding more stuff can feel even more overwhelming, right? So look at it like this, in what do you need to let go of to be the future you? So what do you need to say no to? What do you need to stop doing? This could be let's say going out too often, right? Hopefully, I'm assuming if you're a strength coach, this wouldn't be necessarily the thing, but it could be that you're spending too much money on food. It could be that you're going out drinking. Maybe you're spending too much time with friends and not focus on business. It could be that you need to stop comparing yourself. This is a great one. A lot of people are constantly, and probably subconscious as well, they don't realize they're doing it, but they're comparing themselves to other businesses, other people's lifestyles. What do you need to stop doing for you to be able to move forward? And that is a really, really powerful one. The next area here then, now, this is something that just to give you a little idea of or understanding with this, I am not, afraid to admit, had a period of my life where I really felt like I was breaking down. And it was all because of overwhelm, not managing things and not trying to control things I couldn't control. And I was getting myself into quite a bad headspace. I designed this system called the 5 Flames of Life. And it genuinely has changed my life, and it's changed many other people's lives as well. Very quick understanding of this is quite simply, it's breaking down your business, your training, your family, your challenge, and your fun. Now, these are the 5 things that I think are most important for you to focus on balancing to live the life that you want. Each one of these are important for different reasons. One, business, it's your main focus probably for, if you're watching this, you definitely focus on your business. Training, again, it's your roots, it's who you are. Some of you still are competing at high level or training at high level or whatever it is. And again, it's a massive part of your life to stay energized, focus, and build your business. Family, again, it's whether you have kids or not, it's all about making sure you're present, you're spending time with the loved ones, and you're putting, or building memories as such, because time goes fast and before you know it, you've missed a lot of things. So it's making sure that you're focusing on the people that are around you. Challenge is more like the things that you are challenging yourself to do often. How often are you upskilling yourself? Comfort zone things, all these types of things that grow you. And then the fun is, again, making sure that you're spending enough time actually having holidays, going out for certain days. It doesn't have to cost much, but it's just spending time out and doing things that are good for your brain and that are ticking the box for fun. So what I want you to do here is quite simply rate it 1 to 5 of exactly where you are. So for example, I'm just going to throw some random bits out here. You might be here for business, training might be up here, family might be down here, challenge might be up here, fun might be down here. And we want to rate them so you are clear and you check in with yourself to go, you know what, my family is too low and I really need to focus on that. Fun, again, I don't prioritize that. And that's the sort of thing I need to focus on as well. So look at this. And again, so many times I speak to people about this, that they just have never thought about this type of stuff. So challenge yourself to do it. Make sure you're honest with yourself and find out exactly what your lowest score is. The next question here then is 3 actions to improve your lowest flames instantly. So my lowest flame is family and fun. I'm gonna cover those. They're not mine, they're just what I've put on here, right? But for example, I'm gonna cover those on here. So I'm gonna be thinking, right, what 3 things can I do to improve them instantly? And again, be honest with yourself here. Like family, let's just say, for example, plan family breaks and just time. You know, let's just say you're in a position where you haven't got much money to spend to go on holiday breaks, this, that, and the other. Well, how often do you take your kids to the park, do what they want to do? How often do you just say to them, like, what do you want to do right now or today or at the weekend? You know, look forward to these things, because I say this all the time, but this is how we build energy. We build energy from doing the things that make us feel good, make us feel happy. Another thing you might want to think about doing here is, on the fun side, is do my hobby weekly. Don't know what that would be, but I'm just giving ideas and thoughts. But you know, to do my hobby weekly, whatever your hobby is, are you doing it? Are you working on yourself ultimately? Because again, when we get into the grind of life and we get into the paying bills and doing whatever we have to do daily, are you having enough time where you go, I'm actually just going to have a time out and do this? I got into quite a while ago, taking my drone to the Peak District area and just flying that around. I didn't do much with the footage, but it was just something cool, different. And I love the outdoors. So it's things like that, if you want to call that my hobby, by the way. And then again, just for argument's sake, I'll think of a third one, but we could set quarterly outings. Set quarterly outings. Like, what are they? What do they look like? They could be days out with your partner. They could be weekends away. They could be little tasks that again, I'm assuming if you have kids, that they want to do, or if you don't have kids, things that your partner wants to do, or if you don't have a partner, things that you're going to spend time with your good friends, loved ones, whatever it is. What could you do that is going to connect you with people like that more? Think about this deeply and go into context of exactly what it is that's going to improve your life right now. The obvious thing here is start doing these things, plan them into your diary, start making sure that you focus on these, because that is clear evidence from above what you need to focus on to improve your life right now. And then we've got, this is where it starts to get into the meaty bit. I'm actually not going to write anything in here. I'm going to explain it to you as we go through. First of all, you have your 12-month flame goals. So looking at the flames, as in business, training, family, challenge, and fun. What are your 12-month goals? Now with this, again, pause the video, spend some time on this, really think about what do you want to achieve over the next 12 months. I'm not a massive fan of thinking any further than 12 months, simply because things change so often, right? And also, if you tell yourself you've got a time frame on something, you won't work hard until the last minute. It's actually subconsciously, you don't realize you're doing it, but you just don't put the effort in until that last moment. So try not to think too much of a time frame, specific. But actually, if I would say to you now, look, over the next 12 months, we're going to focus on what you want, what would it be? So break these down. Again, I'm not going to write them down because it would take too long. Plus, it really doesn't matter what I put, it's about what you want. But for context of these, obviously, you've got them broken down where it says business goals, business stops, business starts, and upskills. Like, think of the things you need to, what are your goals? What do you want to achieve? You might want to open a new part of a business that you're doing, or a new program, or business stops. Like, what do you need to stop doing within business that's not benefiting you? What do you need to start doing? What do you need to upskill? Like, what areas do you need to improve your knowledge or experience within? Training, again, like personal goals, training targets, fitness focus. Family, is it home projects, kids and family, dates? The challenge side of things, is it your personal targets, new skills, learning something? And then on the fun side, activity, outings, friends. Break these down and really spend some time thinking what you want to achieve as the milestones over the next 12 months that inspire you, that make you want to get up and actually get to it rather than wake up and think it's just another day. If you are not inspired by the goals that you are setting, then you need to set new goals. It really is as simple as that. So that's the 12-month focus. But then the next part, and probably the most vital part, right? If you want to get results fast and you want to see yourself progressing, you need to think about the next 90 days. So once you've set your 12-month goals, what do you need to do right now to head towards your goals. When you think of this, don't think too much about, what's the next 90 days and the next to equal the goal to be complete by the 12 months. Because again, I don't want you to think too much on a time frame. You might reach all your goals in the first 90 days. And one, that's amazing, but two, you probably didn't set your bar high enough. So look at the next focus here, and we want to make these simple and effective. Number one, business. So going from your goals that you want to achieve over the next 12 months, what can you focus on over the next 90 days? Like, what is the goal? Be specific to exactly what it is. Make sure that you know exactly when you've reached it. Like, try not to be too vague, because again, a lot of people are like, I want to gain more online clients. Well, what is that number? Like, what does it look like? Who are they? Are they the right target market? How are you going to get them? And then we go with the action. So the goal and then the action. The action is exactly what you're going to do to get it. And again, I can't stress enough, but be specific on the goal and the action. The goal will be something that is, I want 10 new online clients in the next 90 days. Great. What's the action? The action is, I'm going to redo my marketing material to make sure it's direct to the person that I'm speaking to. I'm going to start doing daily outbound messaging and outreach. I'm going to maybe start some ads, or you do a lead magnet, or whatever it may be, right? These are all different ideas, but think specifically goal and action and work your way through business, training, family challenge, and fun. That is the complete package of what you need to be looking at. And it's tried and tested. It's developed me and my businesses from starting off from scratch, no help at all, building up to 10K on both my online and my gym. This is the real deal. There is no other direction you need to look. Don't get hooked into thinking different scenarios, different ways to skin a cat as such. You literally need to put the work in. You need to make sure that you're focused on your vision. It excites you and it really, drives you to the next step every single day that you're living and working towards this goal. So look, if you've found this interesting and you want to get any support from me at all, number one, message me. I'm only a DM away on Instagram. Two is if you're ready and you want to transform your business for the next 6 months and work with me one-to-one, and then just drop me a message and let me know, and we can book a call in and we can speak through exactly what it is. But just remember, I don't work with anybody. It's not about taking anybody on. It's about taking specifically the people that I know I can help to get to 5 to 7K consistent months. Stay tuned for more videos just like this that can grow you and your business. For now, it's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll speak to you very soon.